I think from a storytelling standpoint, you F3 are at the heartbeat of when a company is going digital. Like they are calling you to build the infrastructure of what will be their business into the future. Online ordering, in-store ordering, all of the things that literally you cannot run your cash and register business unless you have the foundational infrastructure of what F3 provides. Can you talk about kind of the point of coming to a restaurant owner at a time in need?
I mean, it's happened multiple times. We like I said previously, we look at it as we help out everyone we can, and we know that everyone's margins are slim. I mean, living in a pre-COVID 15% profit margin, I mean, you don't really have the money to spend on extras. And I actually come from a line of restaurateurs. Before me, my grandfather, when he first came to the United States from Greece, he opened up restaurants all over. So like I didn't know him as a person, but hearing the stories of the restaurants that he opened up, and then my job at Toast when I was there, I got to connect with people and see how this may be their last $1,000. This could be, grandma and grandpa's restaurant. They inherited, they weren't ready for it. And so we treat everyone that way. So that way, when something goes wrong, especially in Chicago, like Chicago's my backyard, I am born and raised here. I'll get phone calls from restaurateurs that, hey, we have a massive issue. We call the support desk. We know that, can we call you? Can you come out and help us? And it's happened plenty of times. NRA last year, 2023, Como/Esco, which is one of our very first IT customers, they kept having issues with their switch. It kept frying.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll never forget, we were in the basement of Mercadito eating, and I arranged for a tech to come go to my house, pick up a switch, go there, and then we met them there. We were there until 3 o'clock in the morning, making sure they were back to normal. I mean, I can tell you hundreds of stories like that where I don't mind getting my hands dirty. Based upon some of your content that you created, I remember last year when we did ARC Festival with NPK Hospitality, I was like, I'll do a video too, and I did a time lapse, right, of me programming 220 handhelds,
I remember that.
and that's something that I still enjoy doing because I think that makes me a better leader and shows our technicians who are greats that like we're not just an average company. I care about each and every one of them, and I care about each and every customer that we touch and that we help to make sure they succeed. Because if they don't succeed, they don't need F3. They have a lot bigger problems, but they don't need us. And coming out of the hospitality industry, I don't ever want to see a restaurant close. And so I will go that extra mile, whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning because it's happened before, or hop on a plane, go to New Orleans and speak to a certain family out there to like show them how they were making mistakes within the software that they were using to make their lives better. To me, it's just about taking the hospitality that we used to have in the industry, like while we were working in the industry, and using it here. Prime example is like, I love going to F3 IT customers' restaurants.
Yeah.
I don't want the hookup. I don't want a discount. I want to give my money back to you. Much in the same way when I was a bartender, the bartenders would come see you, you'd go see them, you'd show some love, like you pack the bar and make it look better for more people to come in. And I take that same approach with this too. If we are being your IT company and we're there for you and you're paying for us, like I'm going to come spend money at your place. And that's why one of our requirements for our NRA parties is you have to be an F3 IT customer. We want to give right back to you and make sure that you understand we're your partner. We're not just taking your money and not answering our
Yeah.
phone. We're not going to be there for you. I've gotten plenty of calls from Dynamic or, Nils or Mercadito or Vandalay at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was driving to South Carolina with my family. It was last June to be exact, where they had a massive issue and they couldn't close out. And they were doing, and this is the Vandalay brand, this Millennium Hall right in the heart of Grant Park. And they were just doing massive numbers and they couldn't close out. So it was 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time because I'm in South Carolina. And I grabbed my daughter's Fire tablet, downloaded the software, typed it in, and I'm on the phone with him. I'm on the phone with support. And I was up until 4 o'clock in the morning working on that problem. I didn't call any of my technicians. I'm not going to. I will I will do the same thing that I would ask of them and show them I can also do it too. So I know it's long-winded, but there are plenty of stories about that. And I hope that as you talk to more and more friends of F3, you hear those stories as well.